Hi students, good morning to everyone. Welcome to our English class. See, this class is for your grammar class. Today we are going to see a grammar topic, subject and predicate. See, this is your grammar class. So listen carefully all of you, and then this is very easiest and simple grammar. So basic grammar. Okay. See, we have many sentences in English language. We are using many sentences day by day to convey our thought or ideas, isn't it? Okay. See, for that we just divide a sentence into two parts. Mostly all the sentences we can divide into two parts. What are the two parts? Subject and predicate. Okay. So that is your topic today. So this grammar class is about subject and predicate. See, so in a sentence we can divide into two parts. So always we can divide into two parts only. That is subject and predicate. So what is mean by subject? Subject is mostly noun or pronoun. And the important thing is subject always come in the beginning of a sentences. Or you know that? Yeah, so subject is a noun or pronoun and always comes in the beginning of a sentence. And what is predicate? Predicate means it's nothing but the remaining parts of a sentence. Okay, so simple way I just explain you. Subject is a noun or pronoun in a sentence and the remaining all parts are considered as predicate. See, for example, Radha is a beautiful girl. See, this is a simple and easy sentence. Yeah, it's a normal sentence. See, in that sentence, what is the subject? Yeah, Radha is a subject. It is a noun. Is it clear? Yeah, so Radha is the subject. The remaining parts is a beautiful girl. So the remaining parts, all the one is called as predicate. Okay? See the second example. He is playing football. See, in this he is a pronoun. Do you know what are the pronouns are there? We have many pronouns are there. In that pronouns basically what? He, she, it, I, we, you, they. So these are the basic 7 pronouns and many pronouns are there. So mostly in that beginning we used these only. Yeah. So in these pronouns come means that is a subject. So pronouns and this is noun Radha. So Radha is a girl name. So that is a noun. So that is considered a subject. The remaining parts is a predicate. Like that he is playing football. So he is a subject and is playing football. So the remaining parts is predicate. Are you clear? Yeah, so we just detailing know about this subject and predicate in that slide manner. Okay? Shall we move to the class? See, today we are going to see a topic subject and predicate. Subject means it's nothing but a noun or a pronoun from the beginning of a sentences. That is called a subject. The remaining all parts are called as a predicate. Okay? So mostly the sentence can be divided into these two main parts. Shall we move to the class? Okay students. Hello students. Welcome to our English class. Today we are going to see a new grammar topic, subject and predicate. Okay. So this class is about a grammar class. So listen carefully all of you. It's very easy and simple topic for you. Okay. See, so today our topic is subject and predicate. See, in English language we have many sentences, isn't it? Yeah, so in that sentence how we should divide the subject and predicate. So that one day we are going to see in this particular session. Okay, see, if we take any particular sentence means how we should divide that, how we should select the subject and then predicate in that given sentences. That only we are going to see in this particular part. Okay. Yeah, see, so English grammar sentence. So in the sentence we have to divide that into two parts. What is that? Subject and predicate. So in all sentences in English language we have two parts only, mainly two parts. What is the two parts? Subject and predicate. Okay, see, a sentence is a combination of words that gives a complete meaning or thought. See, for example, if we say any sentence means that is the combination of words, isn't it? Okay, it will give complete meaning or not? Yeah, so it will give a complete meaning. That means only we just convey our thoughts in a clear manner, isn't it? Okay, see, so if we say any sentence means how we should divide that words into two parts. So in that sentence have two parts, not only in a particular sentence, in all sentences in that English we have two particular parts only. So that is subject and predicate. See, a sentence has two parts, subject and predicate. Okay, see, so this is very simple and easiest topic for you. That means in a sentence we just divide two parts. So normally in sentence in English means we have two parts only. Okay, so what is the two parts? Subject and predicate. Okay, how we should divide the two parts? What is subject and what is predicate? That only we are going to see now. Okay, yeah, see, subject. What is subject? The subject of a complete sentence is who or what the sentence is about. See, that means the subject means that is the main role, main part of the particular sentence. Mostly the subject is contained in the beginning of a sentence. See, for example, Ravi is a good boy. So this is a sentence, isn't it? So in that sentence is expressed about who? Ravi, isn't it? Yeah, so that Ravi is a subject. Are you clear? So the sentence is telling about Ravi only. Yeah, so the Ravi, that name is a subject. That remaining parts only called as predicate. Okay, if you have seen the examples means you can easily understood. See the next point. Subject can also be defined as a noun or pronoun used in a sentence is about which something is being told in the sentence. See, subject can also be defined as the noun or pronoun used in a sentence is about which something is being told in a sentence. Say, if we know the noun and pronoun in a words in an English sentence or English words means you can easily classify what is subject. So subject means it's mostly contains a noun or a pronoun. For example, I said Ravi. Ravi is a good boy. So in that sentence, Ravi, that is a noun. Is it clear? Okay, so the Ravi, that is the name of a person, so that is a noun. So that noun only called as subject. Otherwise, in that sentence Ravi, if we say he is a good boy, say he is a good boy. So in that sentence he, so he is a pronoun. Mostly what is the basic pronouns are there? I, we, you, he, she, it, they. So these are the mostly used pronouns, isn't it? Okay, so if the pronouns are used in a sentence means that is considered to be as subject. Okay, so mostly subject means it can come front of the sentences, beginning of the sentences. Okay, see. See the examples. The children are playing in the park. Tina is eating an ice cream. My family is watching a movie. They are playing football. She has been working since last Monday. Sita went to the school. The sun was shining brightly. Ramesh, switch off the fan. See, in these given sentences, some words given as a bold manner. Yeah? Okay. Listen that words. The children are playing in the park. This is the first sentence. So in that sentence, we give a bold bold word, the children. So the children is a subject in this sentence. Okay. See, this sentence is telling about the children. So the children are playing in the park. Okay. Who is playing in the park? The children are playing in the park. So this answer is telling about the question who or what. So the answer is considered to be as subject. So mostly see in this given 8 sentences also, subject comes at the beginning of a sentence. Yeah? See, the children, Tina, my family, they, she, Sita, the sun, Ramesh. So these words are considered to be as a subject. So that remaining parts have no in that sentence. So all the sentences have a subject and remaining something parts. Yeah. So that remaining parts only called as predicate. Okay. See, the children are playing in the park. So the children is a subject, are playing in the park. That is considered as a predicate. See the next sentence. Tina is eating an ice cream. Tina, that is a subject, and is eating an ice cream is an predicate. Okay. See, like that the remaining sentence also. My family is watching a movie. Who is watching a movie? My family. So the answer is my family. So the my family is a subject and is watching a movie is an predicate. Okay. And they are playing football. They is a subject or playing football is a predicate. See, subject means mostly comes in front of a sentences, beginning of a sentences. Okay. The remaining parts, that means verb, subject after mostly it comes a verb. See, the children are playing, are is a verb, and is eating is a verb, is watching is a verb, are playing is a verb, has been working is a verb, and went is a verb. What is a verb? Verb is an action word, isn't it? Okay. See, was shining and switch off. See, so these sentences, in these sentences, subject is followed by verb. So verb plus the remaining things is have. So remaining things, that is an object or an adverb or preposition or some things or adjectives. So these things comes. So if a sentence means that contains a parts of speech, we have many parts of speech, that is 8: noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection, isn't it? So in these 8 parts, the noun and pronoun only consider as an subject, that remaining parts also consider as an predicate. Are you clear this? See the remaining sentences. She has been working since last Monday. She, that is a subject, and the remaining parts is called as a predicate. Sita went to the school. Sita, that is a subject, it's a name of a girl, so that is a subject, and the remaining part is a predicate. See the next sentence. The sun was shining brightly. The sun is a subject, the remaining parts is a verb, is an predicate. Next, Ramesh, switch off the fan. Ramesh, that is a subject, and the remaining parts is an predicate. Are you clear? See, so these are then another some examples. The man and his wife were working in their garden. See, this sentence telling about both of them, the man and his wife. Yeah, so that two also is considered as an subject. See, the subject is placed as a singular manner or in a plural manner. Okay, so the subject means it's not coming only singular, the plural also will be there. Okay, the man and his wife, so the two persons are there, so that two persons also consider as an subject, so that after only come verb, were working. Yeah, so verb before we have many things, so that all the things are considered as an subject. See, next sentence, the pretty girl was wearing a blue frog. See, in this sentence, where is an verb? Was wearing, so was wearing is a verb, so before was wearing we have which word? The pretty girl, so the pretty girl is a subject. Next, Mamta is reading a book, so which is a verb? Is reading, so before that we have a name Mamta, so that Mamta is a subject. See the remaining sentence also, he is very sad today, he is a subject, remaining parts predicate. They are looking at the pictures, so they is a subject and remaining predicate. John is writing on his notebook, so John, that is an subject. Next, the horse ran in a field, so the horse is an subject. My grandfather is cooking food, so my grandfather, so that is considered as a subject. So in these given examples you have a clear idea about this, what is subject, isn't it? Okay, so what is subject? See, in sentences we have many sentences in English language. In that sentence we have two main parts, that is subject and predicate. Subject means always comes in front of the sentence, that means beginning of a sentences. So in before verb, so we have many kinds of words are there in a sentence. So before verb we have some words are there, so that some words is considered as an subject. So subject is mostly noun or a pronoun. Okay, next, these are some examples. Daddy is washing the car, the horse likes to eat hay, my friend and I like to swim at the park, the little girl picked up her doll. See, so in these sentences also mostly the sentence starts with an subject. Yeah, so subject that is comes only in the beginning of a sentences. Next, predicate. What does mean by predicate? A predicate is a part of a sentence that tells about the subject. It contains the verb that tells about the subject. See, so the predicate means it's nothing but it tells about the subject, so the remaining parts of the sentence. If you are divide that into two parts, means that is subject and predicate. Subject means it is the noun or pronoun and in the beginning of a sentences. The predicate means it's telling about the subject. See the upside, see the examples. Daddy is washing the car. Who is washing the car? Daddy, so the daddy is a subject and then is washing the car. Okay, so it in this sentence telling about daddy's work, isn't it? What he is doing? He is washing the car, so is washing the car, that is a predicate. Okay, so is washing is a verb, so predicate that contains verb and the remaining parts. So predicate means it's always, it's compulsory comes with a verb. See the next point, the part of the sentence other than the subject is called predicate of a sentence. So except the subject, the remaining all the parts are considered as a predicate. Are you clear? See the examples. My mother is baking a cake for me. So my mother is baking a cake for me. See, in these given examples, we have a black bold letter words. So these words of a sentences are considered as an predicate. See, my mother is baking a cake for me. My mother. Who is baking? My mother. See, so my mother is a subject. The remaining all parts is baking a cake for me. So the remaining all parts is called as predicate. See the next, golf carts are fun to ride. Are fun to ride. See, mostly the predicate, it starts with the verb. See, is baking, that is a verb, and the second sentence are is a verb, and third one, the man heard a loud noise. So heard is an verb. So heard a loud noise, that is a predicate. Next, the man traveled the whole world. Traveled the whole world. So the traveled, that is a verb, and then the traveled the whole world fully is considered as predicate. Next, the painter is painting the wall. Mike and George went bowling. The sun is shining brightly. The flowers smell nice. I built a sand castle on the library. The dog is hungry. See, so mostly subject means that comes in front of a sentences, and the remaining parts are considered to be as a predicate. Are you clear? So this is very simple and easiest grammar topic for you. See the remaining examples here. Tina and I are going to the library. Tina and I. So that is the plural form. Both Tina and I. So two members are telling here. So two members. The two also is a subject, and the remaining parts is a verb. See, if the subject is singular means we used the singular form of verb. Otherwise, if the subject is plural means we used this plural form of verb. Yeah. Okay, so what are the verbs are is in singular and what are the verbs are in plural? We have three kinds of many kinds of verbs are there, and that main verb and then helping verbs. So main verbs means it's an action words, and then helping verbs means be form verb and do form verb and have form verb and then modal auxiliaries. See, so in that be form verb means am, is, or was, were, and have form verb have, has, had, and then that remaining do form verb do, did, does, and that modal auxiliaries means can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, and must, ought to, need to. So these all the verbs are as an helping verbs. So subject means it's a noun or a pronoun, and the remaining all the things is considered as a predicate. Are you clear? Okay, see the remaining sentences. My father is reading a newspaper. Today I purchased a new pencil box. Laura is wearing a pink dress. John went to picnic with his friends. The fishes are swimming in the pond. My pet dog is playing with his favorite toy. My sister washed the dishes. The snake made a hissing noise. See, so in these given sentences, the sentence starts with a subject. So after the subject followed by verb, so that is called as predicate. Are you clear about the subject and predicate? Okay, once again, what is subject? So the subject means it's a sentences that is telling about who or what. So the answers of who or what, that is the subject, and that remaining parts, that is the predicate means it's telling about the subject. Okay, so subject that is always comes in the beginning of a sentences, and then the remaining parts are considered as predicate. See, based on this grammar topic. You have 3 Romans. So you have a worksheet today. You have to complete the worksheet with today itself. So this is also an easiest worksheet for you. First Roman is match, and second Roman pick out the predicates from the following given sentences, and the third Roman is write suitable predicates for the given subjects. Okay, see the first one, match the subjects with suitable predicates. See this side, we were given a subjects. You have to select the proper predicates for the given subjects. You have to select. Okay, see if it is in the singular means in the singular the predicate starts with singular verb, or if it is in the plural form means the predicate starts with a plural form. Okay, see an elephant, so it is an animal, so that animal means you have to select the proper meaning given in that predicates. An elephant, and the second one monkeys, third one the woman, fourth one our maid, fifth one father, sixth one the twins, seventh one Miss Maria, and eighth one Richard, ninth one Shelley, and 10th one Joe. So in this side we given a subjects, so you have to select the proper predicates. Okay, he is cooking food, he is the most lazy woman, has a long nose called the trunk, have long tails, are helping father mow the grass, is our new science teacher, is baking a cake, is my aunt's friend, is feeding the hens, is boarding a bus. So mostly these predicates is related to the given subjects only. So you have to select the proper predicates for the given subjects. Okay, so this is the first Roman, and then the second Roman is pick out the predicates from the following sentences. So we were given a 5 sentences, you have to underline the predicates and then take and write it in a note. Okay, see the gifts are neatly packed. First you divide that subject and predicate in the given sentences. After you take and write the predicates only in your note. Okay, next, Santa has a large bag on his back. Next, he has a long white flowing beard. His bag is tightly packed with gifts. A tight belt encircles his pot belly. So in that given sentences, first you divide the subject and predicate. First you select the subject, after you write the predicates only. Okay, next, write the suitable predicates for the given subjects. See, so here given the subjects only, you just try to write the predicates to complete the following given sentences. Okay, see, that is your choice. You should write any meaning for this given subjects. Kushi, so Kushi is a name of a girl, so in that following for example, Kushi is a beautiful girl, like that you write means, so it is a good answer. Okay, and then second one, I is a subject, so I am a teacher or I am a doctor and I am an intelligent girl, so like that your right means it's a very good answer. That remaining, an elephant, so elephant means, so related to the meaning you just write the predicates. Next, my mother, so my mother, and next, a large crowd, so the subjects is given here, you have to write the suitable predicates for the given subjects. Okay, yeah, so this only for your worksheet. You have 3 Romans in this worksheet. So today's grammar topic is very easiest grammar topic, subject and predicate. Are you clear about what is subject and what is predicate? Okay, see, if a sentence, we have many sentences.
So in one sentence means, if you take one sentence means, that sentence contains two parts only, that is subject and predicate. Subject means that is noun or a pronoun, and then predicate means remaining all the parts. Are you clear? Okay students, so that's all, our class is completed. In this session we just clear about the subject and predicate. Is that clear? Okay, thank you to all. Write well your worksheet